Hello, 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 everyone. How are you doing today? Today is a good day. I don't know about you guys, but where I am, the weather was nice and I went for a walk. I did all those things. But anyway, I wanted to welcome everyone to Wine Down Wednesdays with Javita. Yay! And yes, I do have me a nice white blend. Anyway, welcome everyone to Wine Down Wednesdays with Javita. I am your girl, Javita. Hi. And let me introduce myself to those who may not know me. I am Javita Miller, and I help single moms go from feeling frustrated and lonely to having a plan to build and cultivate her network and her net worth so that she can reduce stress, find time for herself, and live a life full of love and abundance. I empower women to live confident, authentic lives unapologetically. So let's go right ahead and dive on in to today's topic. And today's topic is people pleasers and people pleasers. So to me, a people pleaser is someone who's always that yes person, always want to like make sure everybody is happy, make sure everybody is okay. Even if they're going through whatever it is they're going through, they're always trying to please the next person. They're always trying to just like and not just like helping out per se to help out, but they just want to make sure, that person is happy and that person is happy and they're going to do this for this person and this for that person. And it's a one-way thing because they're always giving and giving some more, and people are always taking from them. But when in the time of need they don't get what they need in return. So people pleasers are, for another example of people pleaser is someone, you have someone who asks you to do stuff. They know they can come to you because you're going to say yes. You don't know how to say no. That's a people pleaser because you're not going to say no because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You want to always be that person. You always want to be the savior. You want to fix things. You want to just do it all. And you just could care. You don't even think about yourself in the process. And there are times when you know that you can't. I'm talking about these people pleasers. So there are times when you know that you can't, but you still say yes anyway. You still say yes because you're still trying to please that person because you want them to come ask you. You want them to not like ask anybody else. You want to be the go-to person and all of that. But sometimes you can't please everybody because even though you say yes to them, they may criticize everything you do. They may criticize the way you do it because you didn't do it like they wanted it done. But mind you, they came to you for your assistance, your guidance, your help, but they're criticizing the way you did it. But you don't say anything. You just sit back and you know what? Oh, what would you like? What would you like for me to change? You're just that overly nice person. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a nice person because we all have nice tendencies. Just but we don't have to please everybody. If it's not going to be true to you, then say no. It's okay to say no. You don't have to do it just because. And I'm speaking I'm actually speaking from experience here because I was once on the borderline of being all out people pleaser. I was once that person until I realized that I was giving a lot of myself even when I didn't want to. And to me, that was a sign. That was a red flag for me. Like, wait a minute, why are you doing things when you know you don't want to do it? You don't feel like doing it, but you're doing it anyway. Now, I could kind of care less if I was making them happy at the time. I was just doing it, right? Just because, okay, yeah, you count on me, whatever. But in all essence, I was kind of being a people pleaser. But not everybody can recognize when they are being a people pleaser. Not everybody can do that because people think, well, I love to help folks. I love to do this. I love to make sure things are all right. I know they can count on me. I want to be that dependable one. Yeah, and that's cool, but you got to do it within your limits, within your boundaries. You don't have to please everybody because you spend a lot of time trying to please every single person, and in the end, you're stressing yourself out. You run down, you're stressed, you have headaches, you have health problems. You put your stuff on the back burner because you want to like please the next person. So we got to get out of this people pleaser mentality. We have to know that we have to put ourselves first. And we have to do that. Because if we don't, then we're going to be pleasing everybody but ourselves. And who wants to live a life like that? I know I don't. So when that red flag hit me about how I was doing and how I was living, how I was thinking about helping folks, I had to rethink and reprogram some things, had to change the way I thought about certain things. And I was like, you know what, I'm tired. No, I'm not going to do it. And I was okay with it. I didn't feel bad because in the past I did feel bad, like, dang, you know, I should be there, right? But at time I just couldn't do it. And I felt okay about it. So what I'm telling you here today is for those of you who are people pleasers, especially like my mothers. My mothers are always people pleaser. We want to please everybody, especially your kids. I can't speak to your spouses. I don't have one of them. But especially your kids, you want to please them and make them happy. And you want to do everything you can possibly for them. And in the meantime, you're running yourself down. You're stressing yourself out because you can't make ends meet, but you want to make sure they get the brand new shoes, sneakers. Well, I'm not a sneaker person, so I ain't really was that person that did that anyway. But anyway, I digress. But you want to make sure they have the latest and greatest stuff like that, and you're stressing yourself out because first of all, you can't afford it. It's not in your budget. It's not in your plan. Not that you don't have the money, and sometimes you may not have the money for it, but and you don't have the money right then and there. So you try to do everything you can to make that child happy and to get them what they want instead of taking the time to explain. Say, hey, look, we got money for stuff. We just don't have money for that. We don't have it for that right now. You can save your money, you can do this, that, and the third, and then you can eventually buy it on your own. However, mommy don't got it like that. Sometimes we just have to be real with our kids and talk to them and stop selling them this fairy tale that we are running ATM, because they really think we are running ATM. And we're stressing ourselves out trying to please people pleaser, trying to please our kids. Some of you who are married, you're probably trying to just break your neck trying to please your spouse when you aren't able to do it in that capacity. You can please them, but just not in the capacity that they want, but you won't communicate that to them. And that's all I'm saying. You have to be realistic and honest with yourself first and recognize whether or not you are a people pleaser. And once you recognize that fact, then you can change the way you think about things and go about things and handle things, because you are only in control of you and your actions. You can't control how they respond, because they may get upset. Sometimes my child got upset at me a lot of times when I said no. And you know what? It was okay. I was like, you be all right. You will be all right, because I'm not going to stress out and do all of this just so you can quote unquote fit in. Nah, you stand out by yourself. That's what you are. You stand out. You're not a part of a group or anything like that. That's just what I said to him. But all I'm saying is people pleasers, recognize that you're a people pleaser and really, really take hold of that fact. And because it's okay to be a people pleaser. I'm not knocking it, but when you're doing it over and over and consistently, and you're just like, you're not taking care of yourself in the meantime. You're doing it not because you want to, because you feel you have to. And there's a difference, because I can help you because I want to. But if I feel obligated, then that means that's pressure on me that, I really don't feel, and then I'm not going to do it in excellence. I'm not going to do it 100%. I'm just going to half-ass it. So when you really think about it in that concept, then you just, you have to really think about things like that. Like, how can I please this person? And I get some benefit out of it too, because it's a win-win. It has to be a win-win. And it's not that you're being selfish, but you have to get something out of it too. And even if you're just helping somebody by just donating some money to them, it helps you feel good. You have to feel good about that decision. So today, I'm on the board of U4C Victory Ministries, and we had a food drive today. And I did it. Now, mind you, I'm tired. I am tired, but I went not because I felt obligated to go. I went because I wanted to go, because I wanted to help, because I know that me helping these homeless youth and young adults makes me feel good. Like I did something, I helped them. Now, if the shoes were flipped and I didn't want to help and I could care less, I wouldn't have gone. I would have texted somebody and said, hey, I'm not going to make it again. But I did it because I wanted to, not just to please them, but I got some satisfaction out of it too. So you have to find a way where you can get satisfaction out of it. And this can work like in your personal lives, like with your relationships. It can work in your relationship with your kids, your romantic relationship. It can just work your work relationship. This thinking can work in every aspect of your life. If you really just take the time and first be honest with yourself on why you're trying to be that people pleaser. Once you be honest with yourself about why you're trying to, then you can redirect how you do it. Because you can please people, but you can please them in a way that's satisfying for you as well. Okay, so that's all I really have for you guys today on Wind Down Wednesdays. I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful remainder of the week. And if by chance you need my assistance, you want to chat with me about anything that you're going through, how to stop being a people pleaser, how to budget, how to just, have these conversations, please, please do not hesitate to contact me. Schedule some time to chat with me at www.chatwithjovita.info. Again, that is www.chatwithjovita.info. Thank you guys. I enjoyed you, and I will see you next week for Wind Down Wednesdays with Jovita. All right, talk with you later. Bye.